Hi guys, Tristan here from Atlas Sports Conditioning. You're watching Fitness Pro Tip number 2. And of course this month we're looking at business and in particular lead generation. So last week we talked about partnering, and now of course we're talking about if we are going to partner and we get a heap of people to our seminar, we want to capture those lead details. So we need a database so that we can nurture our clients with fantastic content moving forward. Why do we do that? Because not everyone is in the looking zone. Not everyone is ready to have personal training. They might have thought about it or considered it, but they're just not sure yet. So by having this database of potential leads, then of course we can nurture them with quality content. And that's generally the best way of doing that is either through obviously your social media, but today we're going to talk in particular about a newsletter. So what I want to do is talk about the systems that you need in place in order to make that happen. Now of course, first up, number one is you need somewhere to house your leads. And obviously the quickest way of doing that would be just a spreadsheet. But if you want to go something a little more professional, that's a little easier to manage, then we're looking at a really basic CRM software like Zoho, or you don't even need a CRM, use something like GetResponse if you look at that one as well. It's just a nice, easy to use system where it will collect data for you. It can house it, and you can do your newsletters from there as well. So that's your first port of call. Second one is you need a lead page. Lead pages, or squeeze pages as they're otherwise known as, will allow you to create online content that's obviously again of high value, and if your potential lead wants it, then they would go to that landing page, give their email address or their phone number, and then of course they can download whatever it is once it gets plugged into that lead page. That lead page then goes to your CRM. Now, there's plenty to choose from, of course, for lead pages. First place to start, it's a great name to have, is literally a company called Lead Pages. It's certainly one that I've used in the past, and it was very efficient, very easy to use, and it's relatively cheap, so that's great. Once you've got those two, then of course we need to design and create some carrots. So something that is going to be of significant value to your clients, or potential clients I should say. And that will come in the form, as I mentioned, as an ebook. You can do training templates, nutritional templates if your qualifications allow you to do it. Anything basically that you know that your niche is going to highly desire. Right? Because by doing that, it gives you a bit of credibility as well, and they're going to love obviously the content you put out there. Right? So there's all of a sudden a bit of respect goes up as well, which is great. So once you've chosen that, then of course you've got them in your system because they've handed over their email address. Well, then it's time to of course nurture these leads, and the only way you're going to do that is by giving them more content. You know, one thing about the online world when it comes to sales, marketing and leads and the likes of, it's all about giving them quality content all the time. Right? It's going to keep them engaged, keep them informed about what you do, how you do it, so that when that time comes, when they're ready to purchase and buy, happy days, they think of you, as I said right at the start of the video. So once you've chosen it, you need obviously a newsletter. It's probably the easiest way to keep leads well informed of what you're doing. So monthly specials can be obviously a part of that newsletter, but you certainly don't want to make that whole newsletter just about your product and your sales and whatever you're particularly offering. You want to have sort of a 70-30 or 80-20 rule where 80% of it is quality content that you're giving away. So you might have an article for the newsletter, a tip or trick, and then of course a quote and maybe a video of an exercise or something inserted. And the other 20% is your sales, about where you're at, what you're doing and the likes of. Between doing that and your social media content, hopefully that's enough to keep them engaged and inspired by what you do, so that when the time is right, they come and see you. Alright guys, that's another one. I'll see you next week for your Fitness Pro Tip 3, which is obviously another lead generation tool. Thanks guys, bye.